If you have been on the internet in the last 7 years, you have definitely heard the name Ninja. During the prime of Fortnite, he was by far the biggest streamer in the world. He went all around the globe on talk shows, met up with celebrities, collaborated with big sports teams, and in 2024, the low taper meme is still
massive.
Yeah.
The legendary Ninja has his own icon skin in Fortnite, and once again, he is one of the biggest gamers in the world. Today, I'm sitting down with Ninja. We just recorded an hour-and-a-half podcast that I uploaded on my channel. We talked about his childhood, how he became Ninja, and how he made over $5 million in 1 month off of Fortnite. Now, we're sitting down and I have 20 uncomfortable questions for him. So if you've ever wanted to hear a little more about Ninja, or ever want to see him get a little bit uncomfortable, this is the video for you. Leave a like if you enjoy the video, subscribe, and enjoy. So you're arguably the GOAT of Fortnite. You know, my opinion, GOAT for sure. And you spoke about making over $5 million in 1 month off the Supporter Creator Code. Mm-hmm. So when did that happen and how? Give us some details on that.
So it was, let's say roughly, that's not giving an exact number because I don't think you're technically not allowed to tell you exactly how much. I didn't know that at the time either. But yeah, it was peak Fortnite Bros. I was averaging like 150,000 viewers. It was getting like 6 million, 5 million views of video on YouTube. And I was just uploading gameplay, right? Yeah. So like almost no editing. Then yeah, everyone and their grandmother was using it. It was incredible. It was wild to see, like, you know, just how much it almost didn't feel real.
Yeah.
But yeah, just another W for Epic, just taking care of their creators. Obviously, you know, I don't think they ever anticipated somebody making that much in a month off of, you know, their Supporter Creator Code. But
and now people are making that much on maps, huh?
Yeah, maps are crazy. I mean, Cypher's doing it right. He's putting a lot of work. Him and Nick, right? They both, I would say, they put in so much work to just grind maps and, you know, advertise them and stuff. And even if you have like 1,000 people playing consistently, you're making a lot. I wouldn't know because every map I do is terrible. Like, unfortunately, right now they're all doing building, which is, of course, that's what a lot of people, you know, love builds. But I'm like, let's make a zero build map, and they're just like, no, they don't just perform. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't like builds. So you make a build map for me, and then I play it. I'm not going to play it very long because I don't like builds.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Cool. This is a little bit of a meme.
Okay.
But is streaming harder than a 9 to 5?
Streaming is harder than an actual job.
It depends on the 9 to 5, and it depends on the type of streaming.
Like, because a lot of people joke about this.
I know,
but there is some. I think there is a conversation about it though, because no one, you know, and I know a lot of people maybe don't really think it's harder than a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But people also downplay how hard streaming is. So
I completely agree. Listen, dude, there's a lot of people that will completely downplay it and be like, "Oh, you're joke." Like Queso. Queso had a great clip, and don't get me wrong, I think he's right in some senses. He's like, "Bro, this is the best ever. I get to hang out with you guys for 4 hours," and it's like, he's not wrong. But Queso also is doing it right. Like, and he doesn't stream long. He does like 3-hour streams, 4-hour streams, and they're bangers. So I mean, he's kind of cracked the code, right? Him and Jinxie, they do short streams. They get banger viewers, and like, yeah, I think in that sense it's the best ever. But like, I was streaming like 16-hour days for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So that was hard. All in all, dude, it is not harder than a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It can be if you're like in a weird spot, like drama wise or like mental, you know, because it's a mental toll, and you're on for, you know, however long you're streaming, you're on for 8 hours. And some people can, you know, it can be more stressful for others for sure. I think it's definitely, it's a day by day examination.
For sure. I think the one thing I will say about that is you can never turn off. With some jobs, you could turn off right when you check out of work.
Yeah.
With this type of job, you literally are on 24/7. And I think that that is one thing that I would say is a little harder than a lot of other jobs.
I mean, again, unless you're Lyric, right? You're one of the lucky streamers that just doesn't have a camera on, and you know you're known for your voice.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm not joking. When I turn my camera off, because I only do it when I'm not feeling well, or, you know, I don't know. There's very rarely when I'll just be like, I'm not streaming with a webcam on. I don't feel like I'm streaming. I literally do. Like, sometimes I start like saying like I shouldn't say, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm live. Like, So, it's tough. Can be.
All right. Who's the most famous person in your phone?
I'll tell you who's my favorite person on my phone right now. I have Jameer Gibbs' number, and I don't even remember getting it. And he texted me the other day, like, asking for some PC advice. So that was more of like I'm so happy. I don't know how I didn't remember that.
Okay. What's your worst financial decision?
Vegas. No. I would say probably just flying private. We don't do it as much at all anymore unless we need to like just travel with our dogs from like point A to point B because it's just we're never going to put them on a regular plane. But yeah, man, I could have just worn hoodies and sunglasses, and because that was one of the reasons I did it. I was like flying so much was like I was getting like mauled, you know, in my prime, if you will, at airports. It was not fun. I was getting like hot and bothered. So then we just decided to fly private a lot, and that was, you know, we just saved so much money not doing that.
You don't have to answer this, but because I don't know how much does it cost to fly private.
Sure, dude. No, I love talking about this stuff so people like know about it.
Yeah.
So there's ways. There's like so you can like almost like carpool. There's like carpool private.
Oh, really?
They're a little bit harder to get, obviously, because you know you have to have multiple people that are going to fork up, you know, however much money it's going to be. But like, if it's like an hour flight one way, it's probably like 10 grand, 15 grand, maybe less if you're on like, and also it depends on the size of the jet and stuff like that. But yeah, I would say like from like Florida to Vegas or Florida to LA, it's like 40 grand.
Yeah, that's
one
crazy.
way. It's nuts.
Crazy. That's an hour flight.
Yes. No, that's a 4-hour flight. 4-hour flight is like 30,000, 40,000 one way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
So you only do it if you feel like it's an occasion now.
Dude, yeah. If I'm splitting,
you have your dogs
if I'm splitting,
yeah.
or if Jess and I are like flying with our dogs
Yeah.
From Florida to our Illinois house. So, you know, it's, yeah.
I could see how a lot of people spend a lot on that, probably. Yeah, when you get used to that, I'm sure. Like flying business once, it's like, oh my God, how am I ever going to fly economy again? I can't imagine flying private.
Hulu ruined live TV, right? Isn't that like that?
Yeah.
Like that was their slogan, bro. It's
Yeah.
like, that's exactly how it is, bro. When you fly first class, you never want to fly economy ever again.
All right, what's your biggest purchase?
I mean, our houses.
Yeah.
I would say Jess and I, and then maybe just bought like a juice or Pokemon card that, you know, is obviously going to appreciate. So I'm not really worried about
What
that.
is that?
I think it was one of the Charizards. She got like a PSA 9.9 or like a 10, like one of those.
Is that like in the millions?
It's it was like 500K
Oh, okay.
or like 450,000, I think. It was a pack, I think.
That's like
Anyways, we already
it's an
know.
investment though.
It is. She already, 100%. We don't blow money like that. So the most money we've spent on like a splurge. I mean, I got the new Demon, I would say, and that was only like 200,000. So it wasn't even a splurge, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That might sound not good. Anyways,
What's your worst celebrity interaction?
it was Aaron Rodgers with Jess not taking a picture with him at the ESPYs for sure. It wasn't like crazy or anything like that. And I actually regret tweeting what I tweeted about him, like, you know, putting him on blast in front of people. I wouldn't have done that now.
Yeah.
Jess was, you know, we were at the ESPYs. He was just chilling, like right before the show was about to start. We had like probably like 2 or 3 minutes left. And I was like, hey, bro, like my wife is a diehard Packers fan. We should get a quick photo. I had the phone out, ready to go. It would have been like 2 seconds. And he was like, nah, we're not doing that right now. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Jess was like crying. Like,
No way.
dude, all night. Every time she thought about it, she would start tearing up. It was like really sad.
Oh, that's bad. I mean, I get it, but at the
I'm
same
not,
time,
dude, I'm not.
No, but at the same time, though, like
It's one of, dude. It's literally one of those things where it's like, dude, he has no obligation to take photos.
no, for sure.
It wasn't like he was a complete piece of shit. It just, you know, I would say it was more of the outcome that made it
Yeah.
my worst experience.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't. He wasn't a. I still don't think he is, but maybe he is a little bit. I'm kidding. Come on, Aaron. He's tanking the Jets for a reason, I think.
All right. What's your best celebrity interaction?
There's so many, dude. I've actually had so many.
You've had a lot of mainstream like celebrity crossover.
Like so many. And I've met a lot in passing too. I mean, Stevie Aoki's cool as hell. So yeah, I couldn't answer this. Like, this is like, I could like text you in like 3 hours and just be like, no, it was actually this or that. But yeah, we'll just off the top of my head, Steve.
Okay.
Good old Steve.
What's your worst fan interaction? Some people.
There was this kid in Europe, dude, in London. We were there for a Microsoft Fortnite tournament, and this wasn't even that bad, but like he just was like, Ninja, you suck. Tifu's better. Like as I'm like walking to my station, I'm just like, who let this kid in here, bro? Like, what the hell? And, you know. So and that it was not bad. And then we were in Poland too. Actually, we got followed by some fans while we were like driving for like 3 hours. They were just like on their bikes like behind us, and that was just kind of more weird than anything.
Dude, so I went to Poland once for Counter-Strike, and we literally had, I don't know if it was like the Polish FBI.
Yeah.
Someone called, you know, like a swatting call to the airport about rain, his rain. and they literally followed us to our hotel. And like they pulled us over at the airport. When we got to our hotel, we saw them in the lobby too. And when we left our room, I remember I'm like, dude, I feel like, they came to our door too at the hotel. And when we left our room, I'm like, I'm gonna like set my bag up in a way where I know that if someone came in, I came back, my bag was open or whatever. Like they came in our room, went through our bags, I sort of got.
That's awesome. That's a cool ass story.
Yeah, but Poland. So when you say Poland, we both had bad experiences in Poland.
I had some great experiences in Poland too.
Really?
After
Okay.
that, though, yeah, we had some great experiences, dude.
Do you think there will ever be another game as big or bigger than Fortnite?
Yeah, dude, I think so. There has to be. It could be a game inside of Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like a creator map, or what eventually will be a map, like a full game inside a game. So yeah, I do.
You think bigger than peak season 1, 2 Fortnite, viewership wise and all of that?
Viewership wise, I don't think gaming will ever. GTA 6.
Okay.
I think GTA 6 will be bigger than Fortnite for a while, like once it comes out, and then potentially like if the whatchamacallit, the RP servers and stuff, if that, which will always it of course will take off. Yeah, I think that has crazy potential.
Yeah. All right. If you can go back in time and change one decision you made, what would it be?
I love, everything that I've done has got me here. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't change anything, but for the sake of the question, it would be probably, I think I would have done like a couple of less, like trips and shit while I was like pulling 100,000 viewers. I wouldn't have done all of them. I would have said no to a couple of things, right?
Traveling.
Like Jimmy Fallon, Ellen. I would have said no to the Ellen show for sure. I'll never forget. That's actually really cringe, dude. Britney Spears, dude. This was like post breakdown, psycho Britney Spears. She, a train wreck, an absolute train wreck. And she got the main, sat down with Ellen, the whole thing, and her announcement was the whole thing. She had an announcement to make, and her announcement was that she had an announcement, and then said that she was making an announcement like 2 weeks later or something. Yeah. And I was like, let me get this straight, dude. I'm pulling like more live viewers than anyone has ever seen ever before. This is wild. We're pulling 100,000 consistent. I think we've already played with Drake at this point as well. Like we're breaking the internet. We're breaking everything, right? I was being talked about on radio shows, whatever. And I get a 2-minute segment, and then Britney Spears gets to sit down. Dude. And oh my God, it was so bad.
And
then Britney Spears also didn't take a picture with Jess.
Oh, no way.
So that actually, I think that one, and that one actually was more egregious than Aaron Rodgers, actually, dude.
And she was like mean about it?
Oh, yeah. Because she was like, can I get a photo with you after backstage for my kids? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, of course. Like, yeah. And then literally Jess goes, like, can I get a quick photo? And she just walked away, went into her room and shut the door.
She asked you for a picture,
yes,
and she ignored your wife.
Yep.
That's
dude,
insane.
Crazy. You can't make this up. So yeah, I would say that's it. Biggest regret, going to the Ellen show.
That's a crazy story.
It was, dude.
Okay, what's one moment from your past that you would like to relive again?
These are great questions, dude.
Thanks.
Meeting Jess for the first time at the Focus Fire tournament in Wisconsin, because that was electric.
That's crazy because you it's a gaming event, right?
Yeah, it was a Halo event. I drove 4 hours through one of the worst snowstorms Wisconsin's seen in like 2 decades with my buddies. We barely made it there. It was crazy. We just followed a semi truck going 30 miles an hour for 4 hours the entire time. And then saw her the next day at the event. And she was just,
oh, you guys got married.
Yeah, dude.
She was working there?
No, she was there with her ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
and I knocked him out of the tournament.
What a story! You got good stories right now.
Yeah.
All right, this one is a very important question. Is the low taper fade meme still massive?
Dude, it's massive, bro. I'm seeing millions of views, millions of videos.
I genuinely think it's still massive.
It is actually, dude. I could. It's so. Oh man, dude. I didn't mean to drag it. I really didn't. Like, I've talked about this so many times. Like, memes have shelf lives. They do, and like they're like a week, 2 weeks tops. So the fact that I was still seeing videos 9 months ago, 2 months after the meme, and I was like,
I still see them.
No, obviously we see them now because of the dragging meme. But like,
what's crazy?
It was an honest an analysis, right? It was an honest dude. There's no way that I'm still seeing videos of it should have died forever ago. And then every the internet did their thing.
Just outside in the kitchen, you were saying something was massive, and you
No,
just
no.
Andre
Andre goes, oh yeah, F1's massive, and then I just go,
yeah. You can't say the word massive around him anymore.
massive. You know what's crazy? Imagine just even that word is bad, dude.
If you could box one streamer or YouTuber, who would it be?
It would have to be Tfue, just because we're both
Yeah,
we're both like
that's a good answer.
It is. I love Turner too, by the way. It's not that's like no hate. I think it's because we have like we're both like 6'2". I'm 6'2". I think he's 6'3". I think we have like the same reach. Like he's obviously like twice my size in terms of muscle right now, but like I could get in shape. I think and.
It has to. That was a perfect answer, actually. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But
No,
if you're gonna
it's
box
perfect.
anyone, it has to be him.
He's like 4 years younger than me, 5 years younger than me, so the age gap isn't crazy. It's
I like that.
Fortnite rival and my H1Z1 rival actually too. People don't know that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
didn't
was.
know
Yeah,
that.
he was a little in that game too.
Is that an actual tournament, like competing against each other?
We've competed against each other a couple times. I think I couldn't tell you who's up. Like, yeah, I mean he's probably outplaced me in H1Z1. I think I'm not sure.
I think it's crazy that you guys in like the prime four that you guys would randomly come across each other.
Yeah.
So I think the boxing match has to happen.
That-
He'd probably be down.
He would definitely be down, but I just don't. I mean, I don't have a mean bone in my body, bro. So like,
Yeah. All right.
I also can't fight. Like, let's just be real here.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get in the ring.
Yeah,
a lot of
true.
them
I guess it
don't
doesn't matter.
All right. What's one thing the internet doesn't know about you?
I mean, I'm like partially blind in my right eye. Like, I can't really see out of it very well.
Did you speak about this recently? Or
Yeah. So like, like I would say the majority of people, if you ask, they would never know.
He's partially blind out of your right eye.
Yeah. So I had a detached retina when I was like 21 or 22, right at the release of Destiny, like the day before Destiny came out. And I was pulling thousands of viewers, more than I've ever pulled in my entire life. In the beta and the alpha, I was freaking out. I was like, my life's gonna change. I was pulling I had like 3,000 subscribers, which was like, again, for me, it was crazy, crazy amount of subs. This is before Prime, right? So like Twitch Prime. So like it was hard to get that many subs. And then I had to get the surgery the day it came out. And then when you do that, like you have to be face down for a month. What? So they put a gas bubble in my eye. They like laser my retina back on. And then I have to like face down so the bubble like pushes up and like when you like glue a piece of paper to a wall, you have to hold it there for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the same concept.
You literally have to be like this for a month?
We had a masseuse chair.
No way.
And I just sat in the chair the whole time like this.
A month straight?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Dude, I wouldn't for like a week because obviously I'm not walking around. I wasn't moving.
Oh my gosh.
I was like walking. I would go on walks like this. It was so awkward, bro.
And it killed your momentum on
Oh
stream.
yeah, came back and I had like 200 views, 300 views, and then and I streamed for like 6 months. Like I tried to I was the best. I was the best PvP player in the game. Like FFA, I was winning every game by 20 kills. It wasn't even close. And I was obviously I was doing raids and I was putting in way more time than anyone else, but it didn't matter. Like people like Gathalion, Broman, Lupo. Professor Roman, like the crew that pretty much still plays Destiny now. They took over and then no one came back, dude. So I had to go back to Halo.
Well, it led you to Fortnite. So
It did, dude. Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. Cool. What's a skill that you'd love to learn?
I would love to learn how to fight. I think and not like to fight people to make money. It would just simply be like if just I have kids and stuff, I want to be able to protect them.
Yeah.
Without having to shoot someone.
Yeah. Understandably. Yeah. Okay. If you did a subathon during Prime Fortnite, how many subs do you think you would have got?
Oh, dude. Come on, bro. Let's be real.
Because what's your peak again? Like 100.
Dude, my peak was like 264,000, and I wasn't even sure. You couldn't even gift subs yet.
That wasn't a subathon either.
It wasn't a subathon. You couldn't gift subs. Dude, first off, I just have to say this disclaimer. I'm a huge fan of Kai, and he's doing it like no one else. Yeah. So, like, I love his streams, and he's so creative. He's killing it. So, disclaimer. Don't edit this. I probably would. I mean, dude, I would have gotten, I think, 1 million. I'm not joking. If I did a subathon, Prime Fortnite, 100, because I was averaging 100,000 viewers, like minimum during that, it would be a no-brainer. Yeah. And if you had gifted subs too,
yeah, 267 with no subathon.
267, no subathon.
I think 1 million's not too far off.
I
think you're right. Yeah,
dude, totally.
Yeah. Okay. If you could go pro in any game today, what would it be?
League of Legends.
Okay.
I love League, bro.
Really?
I love it. And to be able to compete against Faker, and like first off, I'd have to break records and make it to the finals in Worlds for NA, and that's But yeah, if I could like just be the most talented NA player, oh yeah, I would want to do it in League of Legends.
Okay. What's your biggest fear?
Financial advisor stealing all our money. Yeah. I would say we help out like a lot of people in our lives and our family, from time to time and stuff. So like, yeah, to have to like start from ground zero again.
Yeah.
Would suck.
Yeah. Understandably.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you get used to a certain lifestyle. And again,
Yeah, dude,
you worked for 20 years to get to this point also. So understandable.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will never happen.
Yeah. I don't think we're good. I'm pretty sure we're set.
Last question.
Okay.
How do you feel when people say that you fell off?
Feels good, dude. Feels good. No, I mean, I love it. We have the word "fell off" banned in our chat, so I still see it though. It's like, would you like to allow this message? It's like, thanks, bro. Like, why does that even happen? We blocked the word for a reason. Dude, I have, like, let's be real here. People would kill to have 10,000 viewers on Twitch playing Fortnite.
It's crazy,
No one does that anymore, right? I mean, you have like Nick 830's getting like 2,000, and even though he's getting millions of views on his YouTube videos and Cypher too. So I love my life. I love my stream. I love my viewers. I'm very happy right now.
I mean, you clearly love streaming.
I love streaming. Still doing it. I don't have to do
stream.
it.
Yeah,
I could have quit forever. I could have quit, 5 years ago.
Yeah. So that's dope. I think you're one of the few people that genuinely loves like you play video games off stream.
Dude, if I'm not streaming, I'm still playing video games.
Yeah.
So
Legendary.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.